Hello everybody and welcome back to A Royal Reader. My name is Cici and today we have a very exciting video, and that is reading one of my most anticipated reads of the year. Everybody knows what this book is about, and if you don't know then you have not been on the internet for very long. This is the second book in the Empyrean series, I think is how you pronounce it. The first book is Fourth Wing. This one just came out I think a couple of weeks ago now, and I have only just got my hands on it, and I just thought I would do a vlog all about my experience reading it. This is going to be spoilery, but I'm going to put little timestamps as to where the spoilers are, so if you don't want to spoil yourself for it then you can skip. So this one follows on directly after the events of Fourth Wing, which if you don't know what Fourth Wing is about, so basically our main character Violet has grown up her entire life believing that she would be involved with the scribes quadrant of this massive big war college. So she has this disability where her bones are quite fragile, and she has always grown up to be a bit of a bookworm, and she's gone her whole entire life training to be part of like the scribes, where they write down all the correspondence and things like that. Comes to the day where everybody gets like inducted into the said war college, and her mother turns around and says, no, you have to be part of the riders quadrant, which are the dragon riders, and it is extremely dangerous. It's kind of like Hunger Games, where it's like you don't even pass the first couple of trials because you die. So she's kind of thrust into that world and discovers that there is a lot more to like the war and the politics and things involving the war that she did not know or was even like aware of. And there's dragons involved, and there's relationships, and there's sexual tension, and there's rebels, and it's just incredible and amazing. And I had a really good time reading the first one, and the cliffhanger on the end of the first one was just absolutely insane. So this one picks up like almost directly after that, minus like a couple of days. So I am only 40 pages into it, so I still have quite a few pages to go. This book is 623 pages long. I don't really know what to expect. I'm kind of confused as to the blurb of this book saying certain things as to where our characters have ended up. To me it doesn't make sense, but I'm sure we'll find out why. I'm gonna go and read, and I'll check back in with you guys when I have an update. Okay, so it's been I think like probably an hour and a half now, and I've just reached up to page like 100, and there has been a lot of like political things happening that have been making things very interesting, and I'm intrigued. There's like, I can't really say too much. Things have definitely started to get more interesting. I like the fact that Rebecca Yarros has no qualms in just like removing people from the story. First couple of thoughts is things seem to be going okay. We're definitely having like a repeat sort of recap of like what we had in the first book, just from like a different perspective, which is fine. Now moving into spoiler territory, so I'll put up a little thing here for when the spoilers, from like when I start talking about spoilers, and then it'll go away when I stop talking about spoilers. Otherwise you can just move to this timestamp here. First thing I want to talk about is Nadine. Oh my god, I was not expecting that whatsoever. And now I can't remember exactly from the first book what power Dane's dad actually has. Like I can't remember if it's some sort of mind control or mind influence, but I was not prepared whatsoever for Nadine to die just like she did. And now there's been like assassination attempts on both Violet and Bodhi, which is just insane. Somebody is definitely out to kill those people who were like sent to Resson, I think is how it's pronounced. So that is definitely interesting. I'm loving the sexual tension between Xaden and Violet. It's like you just want to both like grab them and be like, just forgive each other, but at the same time like I understand why they had their reservations and everything. And also Bodhi just dropped like a freaking bomb about this like Katrina or whatever her name was, and I'm just like, are we really Catriona? I'm like, are we really going to go down like the whole X route? I really hope we don't, because I really hate that trope where it's like previous lover or whatever. So I'm really hoping we don't do that. My hair is a mess, but that's fine. Rhiannon needs to know what's going on. Violet needs to tell her what's going on. But at the same time, I understand why she isn't telling her, because she does have that threat from Dane's dad that if she does tell her sister, then things are going to become bad. But it's also interesting that the fact that like Violet's sister, Mira, I think her name is, was targeted back when she was a first year, kind of like how Violet was just attacked by whoever that guy was. I think maybe she knows what's going on, perhaps. But then like Brennan said that she didn't. So I don't know. There's just so many, there's like also people that I'm like, who are you? Like I don't remember them, and like it has been probably over 6 months since I read Fourth Wing. I'm not expecting any of these people to survive. And also the fact that like Xaden is sending her letters, and I'm just like, I am scared. Just Jacina, the scribe, she has the letters, like she has the letters. She's writing these down. This series is 5 books long. Probably 6. I feel like this book is kind of going to be like what Crown of Midnight was for the Throne of Glass, where it just like tipped everything. Oh, and Liam's sister. Liam's sister. Also, I completely forgot about the king's youngest son. Completely forgot about him. I don't remember how Violet knows him. I really don't. But those are my thoughts so far. So yeah, I'm going to continue on now. I'm hoping to read at least another 50 to 70 pages. It took me a little bit to get into it because I did like stop after like a week, which is when I read like the first 40 pages. I read it and then I stopped for about a week. But I'm hoping that now that I'm like in it, I'm in it like a decent way, I'll be able to push through a decent amount. I'll probably want to get through like halfway today, possibly, because I don't think I'm gonna take very long with this book, just because I have like a whole bunch of other books on my shelves that I wanna read before the end of the year, and today is the last day of November. So okay, I will talk to you guys when I have another update. But so far things are going good. Yeah. Okay, so you have to excuse my out of breathness. It is disgustingly hot right now, and also like how disgusting I look right now. I have some updates on Iron Flame. I am now 252 pages in. It's so hot right now. It is absolutely disgusting. What is the degrees? It's 30 degrees right now, and that is, but the humidity is making it feel like it's 33 degrees. What's 33 degrees Celsius into Fahrenheit? Oh my god, it's 91.4 Fahrenheit. So to any Americans who are watching, we're hitting the 90s, as they say. Okay, so I've read quite a bit since obviously we last spoke. I didn't update you guys at all yesterday because I didn't get a chance to read until late at night. So obviously for the non-spoiler section, a lot of secrets happening and a lot of political, is it political intrigue? I don't know. Everybody's keeping secrets and everybody knows everyone's keeping secrets, and things aren't going well. The dragons are dragoning in probably not a good way, and I'm having a really great time reading this, and I just need to know what's going to happen. And I have a feeling that the ending of this is going to be a cliffhanger again, and I'm really not excited for it because we have to wait until God knows when for the 3rd book to come out. I know that there's been some stuff saying that it's going to be in January, but I really don't believe that because she's literally only just put this book out and it's like less than 3 months until the next one comes out. I don't think that's feasible. Now for the spoilery section, I am so fucking glad that Violet managed to put Dane in his place because oh my freaking god, I was reading the part where he like requested to spar her and I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Take a hint, mate. Like, seriously? Get the hint that she doesn't want to talk to you and you are no longer her friend. Doesn't matter if you've been friends since you were 5. You broke her trust. Like, no, I'm sorry. And then he, like, drops that bomb about Violet's mum being the one that put the scars on Xaden's back. I'm like, you are a dog, Mr. Dane. Atus, you are a dog. I hate Varish. Varish can we get Herondon to kill him, please? Because he needs to die. Like, right now. I don't know. There's just something about him. I know he's probably evil. I mean, like, that's the obvious route. But I'm missing Violet's other dragon. I don't know how to pronounce the name. Adana? Yeah, I'm not even gonna try. The little gold dragon, I'm missing her. But she's in her deep sleep, and so we want her to become a fully fledged dragon. Violet having to lie to Rhiannon is making me upset because she was the only one that was, like, there for her during shit, and I'm really upset that she's just, like, listening to whatever Xaden says about, like, not telling your friends anything. Like, I understand there is the need for secrecy. I get that, 100%. Do we really need to keep it a secret from Rhiannon? She's the bestie. Also, so many people are getting killed off right now, and I'm very confused and then scared that all of the rebels are gonna die, and I'm having, like, war flashbacks for Liam, and yeah. Things are going okay. I am enjoying it. I'm intrigued, but I think it's just because I know something's gonna happen, which I guess is, like, the point. I don't know. I just feel like it's not hitting as much as I would have liked it to. That makes no sense, but that's where I'm at right now. What did I finish on? So I'm gonna go and read this some more. I do have to clean up around the house a little bit, so I might not get to it just yet. Just know that I am reading it, and I will give you an update when I have read some more, or unless something big and bad happens. I'm now going to go and melt in the aircon because fuck, it is so hot. It's gross. Hello everyone. So we are now into part 2, and I am terrified. Stuff hit the fan. There is absolutely no lie about that. I am 344 pages in, and things have just happened. I feel like that whole first part probably could have been broken into, like, one book, but the fact that it is just part 1 of this book, I am scared to think what the other parts of the book are going to be. Other parts of the series are going to be. So much political stuff has just happened. I don't know how I feel about it. I can't really go into too much detail. There's a certain scene that kind of gave me Throne of Glass vibes a little bit, and I wonder if Rebecca Yarros took inspiration from Throne of Glass for that particular scene. It wasn't like a direct copy, but it was like, I've kind of seen something like this before, and the only time I have seen it is in Throne of Glass, but that isn't to say it isn't in any other fantasy series at all either. Yes, now going to spoiler territory. Holy shit, was not expecting Dane to actually pull through. I am so glad that Varys is dead, and honestly though, I was a little disappointed in his death. I kind of, like, wanted something a little bit more saucier or something, just a little bit more oomph. But, like, I can understand why it wasn't, because Violet was literally broken. And the whole scene that I was thinking of that reminds me of Throne of Glass, spoiler warning if you haven't read Throne of Glass, but it reminded me of when Selena thinks of Sam. So I was like, oh, I've kind of, like, seen this before type of thing. So yes, but now we are in where all the rebels are. I don't know how to pronounce it. And we have we're arguing with the rebel people again, like we were at the beginning of the novel. Violet is the general's daughter, and Brennan's saying, I'm the general's son. Why is there a difference? And yeah, we also have now like 100 cadets and dragons and everything now living in the rebel place, and it's just, shit has hit the fan and I don't know what else is going to happen. But honestly, I feel like it's kind of building up to like this big point, and I feel as though I'm really not going to enjoy the big explosion. I feel like I'm going to be a little bit let down. I don't know if like my expectations are too high or what, but I'm just not feeling it right now. That could change, but as of right now, I'm like very wary of what the explosion is going to be. But I'm enjoying it. Of course, Katrina or whatever her name is the fucking niece. Of course she is. And of course, like the chapter heading or whatever it is about someone being engaged. That's basically it. So that's my update so far. I'm going to read probably the rest of this now because it's only 200 pages. So is it 200 pages? It's probably like 200 to 300 pages left. So I'm going to read this now. So I will come back to you guys when I have an update. I finished Iron Flame and I didn't have a good time. And I don't mean that in like, oh my god. I mean it like in a, I didn't really have a good time. It just wasn't it. It just wasn't it. The spoilers. I don't know, I just felt like the whole aspect of them like trying to fix the word stones and trying to get that up, it felt like it was like a last ditch effort that was just like sort of thrown into the mix, because the whole freaking story focused on Xaden and Violet's relationship and like miscommunication and everything, which I just don't like at all. At the end of it, when Xaden turns into a fucking like, or is starting to turn into a freaking venom, like, I'm sorry, but what and when and how and why? Like, none of it made sense. I guess maybe in the next book we're gonna get Xaden's point of view, because the last chapter was in Xaden's point of view, but I don't know. And the fact that like freaking Jack is still alive, like how did he not die? His dragon died, how did he not die? And like Xaden literally having almost the exact same dream that Violet had. I just don't know. I just don't know how I feel about it. I'm giving it like a really low 3 stars, like a 2.75, because there was just something about this that it didn't hit. There was like not enough dragon fantasy, and it was more like relationship and stuff. And while sometimes that's good, in this circumstance it wasn't, because I really could not care about their relationship because they were having the same argument over and over again. I didn't like it, and I'm sad that I didn't like it. And don't even get me started on the fact that I feel like Rebecca Yarros used killing people as a way to like keep you interested. Because I was starting to get bored, and then like somebody will be killed off and I'm like, oof, gotta keep reading. And the next time it will happen, gotta keep reading because someone just died and there's intrigue now. And the mother like giving up everything, like, also Liam's sister was 100% just to fill that plot hole. I will die on that hill. Like seriously, she was literally just there so that they could use the power for the ward stones. Like, if she was given any other type of power, it wouldn't have worked. But because she was given the siphon power, she was just used as a plot device. And I don't know how I feel about that, because it's Liam's sister. Yeah, I don't think I really enjoyed this book. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you want me to do more ones like this in the future.